Hi, I'm Jonathan Metter, and we're here in PIKO America's service department with more tips to help you get more fun out of your PIKO G-Scale trains. If you've built a garden railroad, or you're in the process of building one, or just planning one, you'll find out very quickly, if you haven't already, that electrical contact is everything out in the garden. You've got to keep good electrical contact between the sections of track, as well as keeping the track clean and the wheels and pickups clean on your locomotives and cars. So PIKO has what we call rail clamps, and this is the number 35293. Those ones are made to fit directly on the rail. We call them on-rail clamps. And these are 35294, which are what we call over-joiner clamps. Those are made to fit over the existing rail joiner that's factory installed on the section of track. They have two different uses, but they basically both do the same thing. Most folks will tell you, if you have the choice and you don't mind sometimes a little extra effort, the on-rail ones are much better. It's direct, so you only have direct contact, so you only have two pieces involved, the rail and the clamp. Whereas the over-joiner clamps, you have the rail joiner in between the rail and the clamp. But sometimes it's just the situation that you need to restore good electrical contact on an existing garden railway, or you may just say it's too much trouble to take the rail joiners off of the track before you put your track together. So you'll find that the Pico clamps, there are plenty of other clamps on the market, but I think the Pico clamps you'll really be impressed with. The edges are nicely rounded, so they're very unobtrusive. They blend right down into the ballast on your garden railroad, and you really don't notice that they're there. And of course, we've engineered them to have plenty of clearances for the flanges on your wheels, and you're going to have no problems there. And they look nice, and they do the job extremely well. They're made to fit the Pico rail very precisely, so you get maximum contact between the joiner or the clamp and the rail, and that's good. More metal touching is better for electrical contact. So in each pack we give you 10 clamps, and we also give you a little Allen wrench and a package with 2 extra screws in case you lose or damage one. You'll have some spares there. Okay. Something that's always a great tip is to use some of the PIKO 36215 conductive paste. This is great for maintaining electrical contact. It keeps out the moisture, which keeps corrosion out in the garden. So we put a little dab of that inside the joiner. We just kind of squeeze it in there and fill up the joiner with the conductive paste. Then we're going to slide the joiner onto the rail. And before we put that together, we'll show you this other style of clamp, and we'll do the same thing here. Squeeze a little bit of conductive paste into the joint. Okay. And folks have asked about the over joiner. If you got your existing garden railway, you're starting to have to jiggle those track sections to get good electrical contact as your trains are running around. It's time to clamp that down and restore good electrical contact. So you can put this over your existing joiner. You can actually take the clamp completely apart by unscrewing the screws and get it under your track. You might have to dig out a little bit of ballast, just put that in there and then slide it back together without ever having to move your track. Of course, it's easier in a situation where your track is not assembled yet, but it can be done for the garden railroad. Tighten them up a little further. There you go. Hand tight is about all you need. That's pretty good and solid. So that's the way to keep good electrical contact on your garden railway.